Friends, it was on 23rd of July 1947. A group of surveyors were working in the countryside near Bauru in the Brazilian state of Sao Paulo when they became aware of a loud whistling noise before noticing the sudden arrival of a saucer-shaped craft. Jose Higgins, a topographer, watched the object descend. It was a lens-shaped craft with a surrounding flange and was roughly 150 feet in diameter with a 3-foot rim and a height of 15 feet. Its body was crossed by tubes in several directions, and it was from the said tubes that the whistling sound came. The UFO landed about 150 feet away from the terrified topographer and appeared to be supported by 4 metallic legs that seemed to bend a little. His curiosity got the better of him as he walked towards the aircraft and saw a black glass window on the craft from which 2 humanoid shapes seemed to be watching him. A door opened beneath the rim of the object and 3 entities of about 7 feet in height emerged. They were wearing inflated transparent suits which covered their body like plastic bags, and they wore metal boxes on their backs. Their heads lacked eyebrows or any other hair, and their eyes were described as being large and round. Their legs were said to be proportionally larger than those of a human, and all the 3 of the entities appeared to be identical. Higgins couldn't tell if they were male or female, but he claimed that they had a certain beauty about them. The entities spoke amongst themselves in an unknown language, and Higgins noticed that they chose to remain entirely in the shade except for some very brief periods. One of them pointed a tube-shaped object at him and mentioned for him to enter the door of their odd aircraft. Through this door, he could see another inner door and the end of the pipe, which was presumably some kind of a corridor. Higgins decided to try and learn something from this unique situation, and so somehow asked the aliens where they had come from using gestures. One of the aliens drew a dot surrounded by 7 circles. The dot was apparently supposed to represent the sun, which the beings referred to as Alamo in their language. They pointed to the 7th circle and named it as Orcu. They gestured to the 7th circle and their spacecraft, seeming to imply that they had come from Uranus. Knowing how most of these alien encounters tended to go, Higgins came to the conclusion that the entities may try to forcibly transport him to Uranus. So he showed them a picture of his wife and said that he didn't want to leave her. Well, then the giants allowed him to leave the scene and he retreated into the forest. However, Higgins was not yet ready to completely leave the alien's entity behind. His curiosity once again got the better of him, and he decided to hide in some bushes and watch the humanoids for a bit. As if the situation couldn't get weirder, the entities appeared to be playing like children, jumping in the air and throwing enormous stones. They played these games for roughly half an hour and then boarded the craft once again after having carefully examined their surroundings. The UFO took off with its signature whistling sound, and the giants were never seen again. Later, Higgins, during an interview, said that sometimes he doubted that these things can happen. If not for the workers with me at the beginning, it might only have been a strange and fascinating dream. So friends, what do you think about Higgins' encounter with 7-foot tall aliens? Please leave your comments below. Well, that's all for now. See you in the next episode. Till then, stay safe. Friends, this was our today's video. We hope you loved the video. Well, if you did, please like the video and share it with your family and friends. And if you have come to our channel for the first time, kindly subscribe to our channel and along with it, push the bell icon to get notifications for our new videos. So that's it for today. We shall meet you again with some interesting facts. Till then, namaste.